Yesterday live on the show, we received the first indication that something had gone horribly wrong in Poland and a missile had apparently struck, killing at least 2 people. Now, initially the concern was, did Russia attack Poland with a missile? We declined to comment immediately because there was not nearly enough information from which to do so. And it's a good thing that we did that because we're learning more about this attack and it doesn't seem to be what it seemed initially. Now, Poland and NATO are saying that the missile strike wasn't a Russian attack, or at least it wasn't the sort of Russian attack that we believed. Andrzej Duda, the president of Poland, said on Wednesday that the explosion that killed 2 people near the country's border with Ukraine appears to be an unfortunate accident, not an intentional attack. Duda said it's very likely the explosion was caused by Ukrainian air defenses. The missile, quote, unfortunately fell on Polish territory as Ukraine defended itself against about 100 Russian strikes. But he added that the projectile that caused the blast was most likely Russian made, but officials have no proof at the moment that it was a missile fired by the Russian side. So Ukraine has denied blame for it. They've accused Moscow of an escalation. Russia has denied responsibility, but both NATO and Poland are saying it appears that Ukraine might have shot down a Russian missile and that ended up killing people in Poland. So really, who is responsible depends on how you define the word responsible. If they shot down a missile that was being fired at Ukraine, then it's not just Ukraine that's responsible. Russia did fire the missile, but it seems like in defending themselves, they might have inadvertently killed a couple of people in Poland. So regardless of the explanation and regardless of whether we learn anything more about this, JR, it is still a tragedy. People have lost their lives regardless.
Yeah, more of the the natural things that come from something like war. Again, another reason not to needlessly engage in it. So yeah, when you have missiles being fired and then defense systems and then random innocent folks, 2 folks died because of this just the other day. Another indication as to why this type of stuff we was discussing in the first place, and there's violence all over the world, and we see this happen a lot. So yeah, I guess it's, I hear people complain about how there's certain things we pay attention to, and we see what's going on in other countries. But this is just one of those things that then which would seem like small things could then escalate to others, because nobody's gonna take responsibility. Or when we find out what it was that did happen, we did this because of the first strike, and then we're just responding and didn't mean to do that. Now you got there's folks who don't want those answers. Who cares about those answers? People are dead because of someone else's ego and someone else trying to acquire land or whatever political reasons are. These people go behind this stuff. But it's just another indication just how bad this is. For seemingly no reason, it sucks.
Yeah, and it's just whenever something like this happens, I just think about like those 2 people in Poland, their families, going day by day as this conflict continues, having no way to know, no reason to believe that their lives could end up being taken because of this totally needless war. It's just another reminder, it's your 10,000th reminder that this shouldn't have happened, it didn't need to happen, it didn't need to be continued. Literally any day could be the last day of this war, but unfortunately, Russia has declined to end it, despite it going so poorly for them almost from the very beginning. Anyway, if we get more information, we will continue to update you. As of this point, this is the most updated information we have.
And speaking of which, sorry, last thing, if you have this type of report go out, and how many people will see that update or will go back and check? You may hear just in passing. Oh yeah, there was this Russian strike on Poland, and that's where it sits with a lot of people, without any other things that happen with it, and who knows what the then response comes from that, or the opinion based off it. There's nothing good about this.
Yeah. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.